Alright, I wonder if you could tell me the story behind this.
This was a souvenir that I bought. A couple packs of cigarettes or something like that.
Yeah.
SS.
Uh-huh.
This is more of a dress uniform.
Uh-huh. I looked, the motto on the blade, I looked up the translation of that, and it says, my honor is loyalty. It's the saying of the SS, their motto or whatever.
Yeah. This was a ribbon they tied to the belt when they was in a parade or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I never did get these. Never did get the ribbon.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's what this is. This isn't made for combat. It's
right, just
useless. Useless.
Just for show, right?
Just for decoration, that's all.
When they go to the movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do notice it looks a lot like a smaller version of the swords that the Romans used way back, as far as the styling of the scabbard and whatnot, and the shape of this end piece here. Pretty interesting how they tried to copy.
Yeah, this is the last souvenir I got. I gave everything I had. I gave to Greta Grace.
Uh-huh.
Because her dad was in the Battle of the Bulge. And she'd been over in that area. She was over in Germany for 4 years. So while she was over there, she went over here and visited that area where they had the Battle of the Bulge. And she was in the area where he was fighting.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
So I gave all my stuff to her, except I didn't give her this.
Yeah.
It's yours now.
Thank you. So the German gentleman that you gave this to,
Do what?
the person that gave you this, he was a German citizen?
Yeah.
Or ex-military, or what was he?
Well, he probably was a military guy at one time.
Uh-huh.
You know, they didn't have no cigarettes, didn't have no food.
Yeah.
They've given all that stuff away to get packs of cigarettes. If you get a pack of cigarettes, man, they get a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
They get a lot of food. They can trade it for food.
Uh-huh.
Stuff like that. So that's how come I got that. Whoever had it was probably in the SS at one time.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
can you tell me the story of the P-38 that you found?
P-38?
The Walther? Yeah.
Yeah, I had one. And I had it stored in the supply department on the base. So they come around and says, hey, you can't have no more, you can't have no ammunition, you can't have no P-38s or anything like that. So they confiscated it and burned it. Burned it in half. Got a torch and burned it.
Oh, wow.
That's when my P-38
Where did you find it?
Well, I bought it. I bought it off
from another German?
Some civilian.
Yeah.
You know, after the war, man, everybody dropped their uniform all over the place, you know, put on civilian clothes and disappeared.
Yeah, yeah.
And so this guy here, he brought a P-38 with him. I bought some more stuff with him, I don't know. But anyhow, I bought the P-38 from him. I don't even know what I paid for it. And that was it.
How did it shoot?
Huh?
How did it shoot?
It shot all right.
Pretty accurate?
Huh?
Pretty accurate?
It was fairly accurate. Ammunition was hard to find for it, and couldn't. The base we was on, it was a fighter base. We had 12 officers and about 60 men on there, and we couldn't find a place to shoot on the base because the base wasn't that big. But you go way back as far as you could. You go way back in behind the warehouses and everything, and you could do a little shooting.
Yeah.
But didn't do much shooting, like I say. Ammunition was hard to find, and had to keep it hid.
Yeah.
Until they said, hey, come on, leave that stuff in the supply room. We'll take care of it for you. Well, they took care of it for us, all right.
So they actually burned it? I thought at one time you had told me that the commanding officer took it for himself, or...
Well, I don't know, he might have. I don't recall, but I do know that what they got a blowtorch, and they cut it in half.
Oh, okay.
Cut it
I
in half
gotcha.
with a blowtorch.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I imagine the commanding officer, probably all the officers, they probably had their own. They probably when they got all the guns, they probably said, "I'll take this one here, and I'll take that one there." They took what they wanted, they cut off the rest.
Yeah.
Because we never did see him cut ours up.
Right, right.
All they did, they just told us, "Hey, we cut yours up," that was it.
Damn. The other helmet that you had years ago, that was the World War I helmet with the big spike. Did you find that or purchase that from a civilian also, or?
No, I found that when the civilians had it, and I probably paid about a pack, maybe 2 packs out of it.
Yeah.
And you wasn't supposed to send that shit back.
Right.
But anyhow, I made a little box. Now the civilians, the wives and stuff like that, they can send stuff. They can send stuff back to the United States, except they had to make a stencil on the box, mailed on the Public Law 622. So I said, well, hell, I'll go ahead and try it because I can't do nothing but lose it,
Right.
So I made a little box. I took the crown off and screwed it down inside there. So I made a little box for it. And I dressed it home.
Where my and Papa's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mail it home and a stencil on the outside, mail on the Public Law 222. Or 622, whatever it was. And that was it. So when I came back, I still had it. I don't know what I did with it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with it.
If I remember correctly, that older World War I with the spike, was that made of leather? Not, it wasn't metal, right?
The spike was metal.
Right. But the actual helmet part.
The helmet itself was made out of leather.
Yeah.
And let's see, the thing is made out of leather, and it has shrunk through the course of the years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it didn't fit me anymore, but it fit somebody's smaller head. And what it wasn't actually a helmet. It was a fireman's helmet. Is what it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was a fireman's helmet.
Yeah. I've seen pictures of World War I German soldiers that had basically the same.
Yeah.
But when they were in the trenches, they had like this canvas cloth covering the whole helmet.
Yeah.
I guess so that all the gold wouldn't shine and give away their position or something,
Yeah.
Kind of seems like back then they were wanting to, or they were used to fighting the old style of like Napoleon type war, and had to change up their current uniforms and stuff to fit.
Thing still on?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's still on.
yeah. I had a German belt. Big wide belt, but that wide.
Uh-huh.
You pull it. It had little hooks in there that hooked it to the back of the belt buckle.
Yeah.
And I used to wear that thing all the time till I got a little too big in my belly. And I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah.
I guess I just got rid of it.
Was it the type that also came across,
No, just the belt that went around here.
just went around?
And it had the belt buckle itself was the infantry. It was the infantry. It had a couple of
With the Iron Cross? Pistols? Uh-huh.
I mean, rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Had some rifles going across it. But I used to wear it all the time.
Yeah. So how long were you stationed there at?
Well, I was stationed first at Fellbrook, which is a big fighter base. They transferred me up to Bremerhaven, which is in the northern part of Germany, and it was almost it was right on the border of the British section. The British section had this section there right around that sea or the ocean.
Uh-huh.
And the Americans had such a small outfit up there that they could bring their supply ships in there, you know, unload food, clothing, and stuff like that, and put it on a train and ship it down to the American enclave. And that's where I was stationed, that little port right there. We were there, I guess, about 6 months. We were stationed at the little small fighter base there, wasn't very big. And then they turned that over to the British, and the British allowed us to bring the fast trains in there so that they could load our supplies up and bring them across their section down to the American section, and they would unload and distribute the food, the clothes, or whatever else they had to distribute.
Yeah.
And that was it.
What was your like actual job or daily duties?
Well,
because you were now in the Air Force, right?
yeah.
Army Air Force.
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I couldn't do a damn thing, me and Lyons and a few other guys, so they sent us to school, automotive school, which is nothing more than repair of trucks and Jeeps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah.
I was an automobile mechanic, and my buddy Richard Lyons, the guy I got drafted with, he wound up as a dispatcher in the motor pool. And we were that way until we got discharged, till they shipped us out of there. I left Germany, I guess about 2 months before he did.
So how long were you there total? Like,
Well, I was there from, let's see, January.
what you looking for?
I was over there.
Was it 46?
Yeah, I think it was 46. January 46.
I think August of 45 is VE Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was over there November, about December 45 or January 46
Uh-huh.
until I left there, which was about 46 or 47, something like that. I was over there just about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Just about 3 years.
That would put it at 48 or 49 is when you came back.
Yeah, I got some papers in here somewhere. I don't know what the hell it is.
Was it your discharge papers?
Now look under this pile here. Yeah, this is it. See, when I got discharged, they said I'm gonna record down to Alabama or someplace like that.
Wasn't it St. Louis?
Yeah,
That's where they had a fire, right?
yeah, that's where I had the fire. And of course, my record was wound up in the fire. This was in St. Louis, Missouri. My copy is what they call a DD-214, which is a report of separation. It had all the things in there, the different outfits that I was in, places that I was stationed and everything. But all that got burned up.
Oh shit.
So the only damn thing that they knew is I was over there at the Air Force, and I went over there November 45 to October the 18th, 48.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Paolo. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. How did it feel coming back home?
I felt alright. I was glad to get back home.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we didn't have over there, like ice cream and stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
every night we had to check in, go to sleep at 9 o'clock, get in bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know, couldn't travel around much. But once I left there, I was alright. You know, come back to the States there, could move around.
Ma and the family happy to see you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How
about Rico? He had grown up some since you'd last seen him, right? Yeah.
I caught the train out of Camp Kilmer, New Jersey, all night long. Well, most of that afternoon, and all night long. I finally got in Portsmouth, I guess about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Got a cab, went to the house, rang the doorbell, and Pop come to the doorbell. Ah, Tony here, Tony here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom was happy to see me. Loretta and Frank were living upstairs, the second floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. happy to see me.
Yeah.
Well, later after about 30 days, because I still had 30 days that when I got discharged, I could go back to my old job.
At the shipyard?
Yeah, the shipyard, yeah. So
Yeah.
I went on ahead and piled around and partied and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Norman Hamilton wasn't working, neither was Moo Moo. He was back out of service. And Mud Duck, he got discharged. He wasn't working either.
What was he in? What service was he in?
He was in the Army.
Okay.
He was a truck driver on the CBI, China Burma India Road.
Oh, okay.
And about every week or so, they'd load up a truck, with supplies, ammunition, food, stuff like that, and they'd go wherever the hell they went. I don't know, maybe the Indian Ocean somewhere, some outfits. They'd pull up on the side of the road, sleep during the night, and next day to get up and take off again.
Yeah.
It took about 4 days to go across that road. I volunteered to go to CBI, but they said, no, son, the theater was closed.
Oh, shit.
I said, oh, shit. Oh, shit. And Bill Babbitt, he was in the Merchant Marine. And he was over there one time, had to unload supplies over there. He was over there, I guess, about a month and a half, waiting for, the ship to pull in the dock somewhere and unload. So damn many ships over there. So he got leave of absence from his commanding officer. And he went up to see Mud Duck on the Burma Road. Yeah.
So you were saying when you got back, you had 30 days off
Yeah.
to party and hang out with your friends
Yeah.
before going back to the shipyard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had saved some money when I was over there to buy a bond, war bond every month. So when I got back, I cashed it all in, plus the $300 they gave me for the discharge, and I bought me a little two-door Mercury Club Coupe,
Oh, yeah.
a V8 engine. Yeah. Oh Lord, that was a nice little car. We had a lot of fun in that car.
Brand new or used?
Huh?
Brand new or used?
No, it was used.
Yeah.
I think I paid about $1,800 for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love it. Stick shift off my steering wheel.
On the column?
Yeah.
Yeah. What, a 3-speed?
Huh?
3-speed or?
Yeah, 3-speed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or did you take it out in the the sticks of like Churchland or something where it was just all farmland and open her up, or?
Yeah, they take it on the road nighttime, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Get somebody stop the stoplights, both of it, revving your engine, and just so
Yeah.
it would turn, the light would turn green, you rev it, all that down the road.
Yeah.
Well, Doug, I guess that's the story of my life back in those days.
All right. Well, we got your basic story from boot camp to when you were discharged.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me that.
You may want to look at it, review it, and maybe ask me some questions later on,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That works.